Warlocks! It's been a while, hasn't it? I know you thought I forgot about you. I could never. Hey, listen, I'm a hunter at heart, but I always said if I had to leave hunter, it would be warlock that I go to next. You guys have some of the coolest abilities in the game, and today is no different. Now, I know I have some stuff to make up for. We didn't quite get to the Solar 3.0 build. If you still want me to do that, please let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to put that together for you. But I did make a promise. Since we weren't able to do the Solar 3.0 build, I said when Ark 3.0 drops, Warlocks will be the first Guardians that I take care of, and I'm here to deliver, baby. I mean, we got a little sidetracked, okay? We went to Bungie, we hosted the showcase, we interviewed the devs. Hopefully you saw it, hopefully you enjoyed it. But you know, all that's behind us now. We're here to talk about this build. I mean, look at this thing. Unlimited abilities, unlimited melees, unlimited grenades, unlimited Ark Souls, super powered Ark Soul, Chaos Reach, you name it. We got it. Yes, in this build, you will achieve unlimited power. Kinda catchy, I know. Let's not make a big deal of it. Let's get into this build. So as we've grown accustomed to with Ark 3.0, we've got some new verbs, some new abilities, and some new aspects and fragments, and some revamped older ones. So the first aspect we have on here is Electrostatic Mind. This is an insanely powerful aspect, which makes it so that when we defeat a target with our Ark abilities, or we defeat a jolted or blinded target, we create Ionic Trace. Now, Ionic Traces make us amplified as well, and they refund our ability energy. So to make good use of this, we're pairing it with the Spark of Shock fragment. This makes it so that all of our grenades also jolt enemies, which is going to proc those Ionic Traces whenever we get a kill. Now, this will work with any grenade available to you. I tried them all. You certainly can pick whichever one you like the best, but I gotta tell you, I love the way this feels with Arc Bolt grenades because we're already getting that chain lightning out to other surrounding enemies, and we're jolting those surrounding enemies because we're tagging just about everyone. And if we don't just outright kill them with the grenade, we're going to jolt them, and if we follow up, we're gonna proc an Ionic Trace. The melee that we're using is the Ball Lightning melee. Now, I know what you're thinking. Didn't Warlocks get a cool super melee where you turn into a ball of lightning and you can blink forward? You can certainly do that. I tried it for a good portion with the new melee, and it's certainly fun, it's certainly viable, but trust me, you're gonna wanna go Ark Soul on this. So yeah, we're using the new and improved Ark Soul, which basically gives you the added ability of when you're amplified, you get the same effect as if you have Getaway Artist. That means a supercharged Ark Soul, which is super aggressive, and let me tell you, this thing hunts, okay? It was killing enemies before I can pull my weapon, before I can throw a melee, before I can throw a grenade. This Ark Soul is aggressive, and that's not it. Whenever you get a kill with the Ark Soul, which you will get plenty, it counts as an Ark ability, so it's feeding you Ionic Trace. So you're starting to see the synergy. We're getting Ionic Traces from our grenades, our melees, and our class ability. What? But that's before we even touch the elemental well mods. We got those too. So the star of the show here is the Ark mod Heavy Handed. This is really going to allow us to become Emperor Palpatine. Basically, whenever we're charged with light, with heavy-handed, whenever we use our melee ability, we're gonna get half of it right back. That's huge. Then we go ahead and pair that up with things like Melee Wellmaker, Bountiful Wells, Elemental Charge, and Seeking Wells for convenience. We are constantly feeding our abilities. When we melee, we get our ability back. When we grenade, Ionic Trace gives our ability back. And the exotics that we've chosen, guess what they do? They give our ability back. We're never out of abilities with this build. We have unlimited power. It's so catchy, I can't help myself. That's right, we got Crown of Tempest coming in with Conduction Times, making it so that our Arc abilities and Jolt Final Blows are going to increase the recharge rate of all of our abilities. And then we have the brand new exotic Pirate Fusion Rifle, Delicate Tune, which jolts target whenever we get an Ionic Trace, and oh, by the way, it makes its own Ionic Traces. I mean, there's synergy out of the wazoo. So here's how you play it. You run up to a group of enemies. Boom, you throw out your arc bolt grenade. You probably killed them all. Now you're amplified. Now you can throw out your melee ball of lightning. You're gonna jolt them, you're gonna chain them, you're gonna create ionic traces. You're gonna pop multiple arc elemental wells. Those are gonna refeed your abilities. Seeking wells is gonna bring them back to you. Oh, by the way, you got ionic trace now. You probably have your melee back up and running, so now you can melee somebody else. Or maybe you have your grenade. Now you can grenade them. But hey, what if you don't have either of those? You pull out your freaking exotic fusion rifle that hits everything that you aim at. As long as it's on the screen, you're probably gonna hit it. It's probably gonna create an ionic trace. You scoop that up. Now you definitely have your abilities. And you just keep repeating this process. Grenade, melee, fusion, grenade, melee, fusion. Now you have your super. You obliterate a boss or whatever's standing in front of you, and then you collect your loot. I'm telling you, Warlocks, if you don't give this build a try, there's something wrong with you, and I don't know what it is. But that's it for me. That's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit like if you like the video, and until next time, peace out.